You gotta let go to grow. What can you get rid of? What can you shed? What can you purge? What can you let loose today so you can grow and be a little bit better off, be a little bit happier? It's all within your power. You just have to execute it. I'm Jan. This is 316 Yoga. This is your yoga from home. How are we different? This is a 1 hour long practice. I practice every single day, live, start to finish, no cuts, no edits, nothing. It's just like being in a real class. And it's from the privacy of your own home. That's the best part. You can do it your way, any way you want. Do the poses any way you want. Just don't hurt yourself. That's the thing. If something hurts, back out of it. Don't do it. Take it to a lesser percentage. Just don't hurt yourself. The bottom of the screen reminds you of that too. Do what's right for your body. And what is right for your body? Maybe you stay in one pose the whole time, but just if nothing else, think of this hour as just kind of holding some sacred space for you to just calm down, move your body to what feels good, what feels right. If you do it habitually, you will feel better those other 23 hours off of your mat. And if you can't stay for the whole thing, that's fine too. Just don't beat yourself up. Do what you can with what you've got and just enjoy the emphasis on enjoy your practice. Like I said, every day is different. Today's practice is a vinyasa flow. So it's a lot of movement, and it's movement that maybe you haven't done before. So take it easy and use props to help you along the way. Props I usually use are a couple of yoga blocks, a strap, or it could be a dog leash if you want, and have an eye shade or a little hand towel to cover your eyes. The towel is nice to slip under your knees in some of the poses too. Don't sweat it, just make it work and take the time to do it. You can do it because you modify it, right? You make it work for you. And I say this often, let the yoga meet you where you are. Don't feel like, oh, I have to bend this way, I have to bend that way to make it work. No. You let the yoga meet you exactly where you are, and the magic will happen. Maybe you're doing it from a chair. That's fine too. Just make it work. All right, a word to think about today is this word. It's expand. Expand. Think of reaching out, think of spreading out, think of stretching out. Think of a bird. How do they fly? They spread their wings, right? You got to leave your comfort zone to be able to fly. So think about in this practice, how can you leave your comfort zone? Just try something a little different. All right, so you got your props. Maybe you got a chair too. Let's start. Let's start by standing up and doing our usual little warm up. We do this most of the time, just about every day, except in the restorative days when we're down on the mat. So come on up to standing, and as you're getting there, lock in a stress number. On a scale of 1 to 5, 1 to 10, how are you feeling right here, right now? You know, what's aching in your body, what's in your head, what's going on? So lock in that stress number. And let's take a confidence stance. Put your hands on your hips, elbows back, chest is lifted. Just feel like you're picking up space. I always think of Superman, a classic Superman pose in this one. So legs are a little bit spread, wiggle your toes, and then start to come up onto the balls of your feet. Keep your heels behind your toes, so you have that control, that stability, that alignment. That's what you want. So you're lifting and lowering, waking up your feet. You got a chair here for balance? It's great. It's great. Just make it work. Take a deep breath in through your nose and a big sighing breath out through your mouth. Just let it go. Let it go. You are strong. You are capable. You are able. You just got to try. All right, so here's a little something out of your comfort zone. Maybe lift up a little higher onto the balls of your feet and hold it here. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Come down onto your heels and lift your toes up and give them a wiggle. Try to wiggle them independently. Place your feet back down nice and solid on your mat. Lift your arms high up to the sky and stretch them out. Now let's take a little baby back bend here. So it was requested by one of you guys that you'd like to work on the hips today. So let's do that. All right, so lengthen up through your fingers. Take a baby back bend. That's working your hips. It's working your hip flexors, the front of your hips. Breathe, look up, up, up to the sky. And if this is a little much, put your hands at your low back. Squeeze your elbows towards your spine. There, do you feel more stable holding onto your back? Look up. Breathe. Think of your chest lifting up to the sky more so than trying to bend back farther. So you want to find length in your low back by lifting your chest up to the sky. Just imagine that. You know what I mean? So lengthen up through your chest up to the sky. Exhale, fold forward. Fold forward, release your hands. Let your hands hang toward the earth. Adjust your feet so you're comfortable and you feel stable. Let your arms hang toward the earth. Put a little bend in your knees. Look back to your knees or up toward your belly button and just wiggle your arms, wiggle your legs. No big deal. Shake your neck. Loosen up. Still the body. Sweep your arms up to the side walls. Lengthen up, extended mountain. Take a deep breath in. Maybe come up onto your toes again. Feel refreshed. Interlace your fingers, plant your feet, send your palms up to the sky and start to sway from side to side. So sideways movement of your spine. Bend in the elbows might feel good. Maybe sigh it out a few more times. Big breaths in through the nose. Audibly out through the mouth. Finish up, come back to the midline, tee out your arms and draw little arm circles. So just get into the shoulders here. All right, I don't know, arm circles, big, small, going from small to big. Just move your shoulders. As you're doing that, bend your knees. Hands come down, knees bend, arms come up, knees straighten. So wake up your knees. Hello, two. Let's see who's here this morning. Liz, Diane, Betty, Tyrone, Stan, Marietta, Lynn, Kelly, Rena, Tim, Connell, Yvette, Nancy. How are you guys? Leslie, I'm glad you're here. All right, take your arm circles in the other direction. Waking up the shoulders, getting strong here. And when you're ready, come back to stillness at the midline of your body. Send your shoulders back, shoulders down. Lengthen up through the crown of your head. Take a deep breath in. And a big sighing breath out. Big coat swing, just a controlled twist of the waist. Arms are heavy by your side. Twist and look over one shoulder, then look over the other. Adjust your feet, what feels comfortable, and twist. And be creative. If you're seated in a chair, you could take your hands to the side of the chair and twist to the left, twist to the right, whatever feels good. The secret of your yoga is to just do it. Move any way that feels good for you in that moment. And every day is different, right? Some days this aches or that aches. Honor that. Don't work through hurt. Breathe through the hurt. Don't do poses that hurt your body. And you know the difference between pain and discomfort. Distinguish it. If it's painful, don't do it. You don't want to work through any pain. Just rest it and let it be. All right, let's come back to the midline of the body. Nice little controlled twist there. Let's take a ragdoll pose. Hands to prayer center. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, fold forward. Now let your hands come toward the earth. We've been here before. Bend your elbows. Bring your hands to opposite elbow creases. Put a little bend in your knees. Look back to your knees or up toward your belly button. Let the crown of your head hang toward the earth. And really take this moment here. We're not going to rush. We're not going to hurry. Breathe in. Your belly kind of pushes against your thighs a little bit and you kind of lift up. Exhale. Let your belly button go back to your spine. As you think of your spine as super long, you think of decompressing the low back. Crown of your head is toward the earth. Chin is tucked toward your chest to facilitate the crown of the head going toward the earth. Now start to sway your elbows from one side to the other. Decompress in the low back. Allow you to expand in the low back. Create space. That's where we feel good. When things are tight, when we hold things tightly, it doesn't feel good. We want to loosen up. Let it go. Expand your horizons. Be open for new possibilities. Be open for what you can feel and how you can bend and how you can move. Don't constrict your mind. Don't tell yourself, oh, I can't do this, I can't do that. Tell yourself, yes, I can. All right, let's slow it down. Bring it back to the midline. Take a deep breath in and a deep sighing breath out. Oh, let it go. Feels so good in the low back. Maybe you want to continue with your ragdoll for a little bit, or release your arms, bring your fingers down to the earth, bend your knees, come on down to your mat. Let's take a child's pose. Now you can have your knees together, big toes touching, hips back to your heels. Use a block if you want to place under your chest or under your forehead. Arms can be down by your sides, shoulders away from the ears, and rest here. You can use a block or no block at all. I'm going to take that wide-legged child's pose, and if you want to get into your hips a little more, do the wide-legged child's pose. Spread your knees wide, hips go back toward your heels, hands reach forward here, forehead comes down to your block or to your mat. Or you want to get into the shoulders more, take that block underneath your hands and press into it. All right, this is your moment. This is your child's pose. In your extended child's pose, if you want to work into the hips, work your knees wider. Maybe even work your toes apart as you kind of work into a little tadpole pose. Whatever feels good in the hips, whatever creates space for you, do it. Breathe in through your nose and a big sighing breath out through your mouth. Let it go. When you're ready, if you're ready, close your lips and breathe in and out of your nose. Build heat in the body and focus inward with this breath. So your spine is lengthening, your knees are getting a nice bend, shoulders are getting a good stretch. But most importantly, you're letting the outside world go. Oh my goodness, we need to let the outside world go more often. We need to focus inward on ourselves. We need to focus on our health and our well-being. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Enjoy whichever variation of child's pose that you're in. And you can come back to this pose anytime you want. You can stay in this pose if you want. Just enjoy the stretches, enjoy the sensations in your body, and let it feel good. Think of expansion, think of growing, think of lengthening through the spine and creating space in your body. All right, I'm going to come out of this child's pose. I'm going to bring my hands under my shoulders, going to bring my knees more together, going to send my hips high to the sky, and I'm going to walk my feet to my hands or walk your hands back to your feet. Inhale, arms sweep up, and they go high up to the sky. Lengthen up. This is your extended mountain. You feel secure in your feet here? Let your hands float down to a prayer center position. Eyes closed, and just think about you for a moment. Think about a statement that you want to make about yourself, something you want to be, something that you will become. How about I am strong? Or fill in the blank. I am what? Make it a positive adjective to describe yourself. Deep breath in and deep breath out, and believe it and say it. When our hands come to prayer center today, say that statement over and over again. I am calm. I am improving. I am expanding. I am growing. Whatever it is, believe it. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Let's do a sun salutation A. Let's flow through this, all right? So lift your arms up high to the sky, extended mountain. Reach your fingers high. Spiral your pinkies a little more in toward the midline of your body and soften in your shoulders. Firm, strong. There, yes, you are. Exhale, hands to prayer center. Fold your body in half. Let your hands come down toward the earth. Little bend in your knees might be really nice and forgiving. Inhale, halfway lift, hands to your shins, your knees, whatever, to create a flat back. Crown of your head goes forward, tailbone goes back, your back is flat like a tabletop. Bring your shoulders more towards your spine so you can set a tray of coffee on your back. Exhale, fold forward, fingers toward the earth. Walk your hands forward. Let's do our first Chaturanga Dandasana. All right, so step your feet back. Send your body into a high plank. Push the earth away. An option, if you want, come down to your knees. Take your high plank or on your knees. Exhale, low plank. Bend your elbows, hug them in toward your ribs. Push the earth away with straightened arms. Tops of your feet are on your mat. There's your upward facing dog. Maybe your knees are on your mat. From your upward facing dog, let's take it to a down dog. Tuck your toes, send your hips high, downward facing dog. All right, you did it. In your down dog, here's what you want. Your feet hip-width distance apart. Look at them. Your gaze is back there. Elevate your heels slightly because we're going to pedal them out in just a second. Now look to your hands. Your hands should be shoulder-width distance apart. Fingers spread wide, gripping into the mat. Tailbone high to the sky. Crown of your head is hanging loose. Let your neck be light. Look back to your knees. Look up towards your navel. There's the crown of your head hanging toward the earth. Shake your neck around a little bit. Decompress. Push hard into the earth. Now pedal your feet. Heels slightly go toward the earth, one at a time, and breathe. I like the cue. Think of a string tied to your tailbone, sending your tailbone higher to the sky. Still your feet. Let's walk our feet to our hands or your hands to your feet. Inhale, arms sweep up. Let's flow through this 2 more times. Arms reach, extended mountain. Exhale, hands to prayer center. Tell yourself your mantra. Little quick, sneak it in there. Fold in half. Inhale, halfway lift. Coffee back table. Coffee table back. Exhale, plant your hands. Walk them forward, Chaturanga Dandasana, your way. I'm gonna go high plank, shoulders over wrists. Low plank, hugging the elbows in. Inhale, upward facing dog, chest shines forward. I'm on the tops of my feet. Exhale, down dog, hips go high. Pedal it out, tailbone to the sky, shake your neck. Still your feet. Walk your feet up to meet your hands or your hands back to meet your feet. Inhale, think of a bird expanding its wings. Arms sweep up, come to your extended mountain. Exhale, hands through prayer center. You know what that means, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, plant your hands and do your variation of your Chaturanga Dandasana. High plank, low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, down dog. Pedal your feet and breathe. Shake your neck and be proud of what you're doing. When you're ready, still your feet. Walk your feet to meet your hands or your hands back to meet your feet. Inhale, arms sweep on up. Extended mountain. Let's go into a sun salutation B. To do that, your arms are lifted. Let it feel good. Take a baby back bend. Think of those hips. Reach the fingers toward the back of the room. Chest lifts to the sky. Come back up, fingers high to the sky. When you're ready, bend your knees. Take a chair pose. Arms reach. They're kind of a counterbalance as you send more weight back into your heels and bend your knees. You could literally be seated in a chair, totally fine. Reach your fingers forward. Send your hips back a little more. Maybe you can lift your toes up and give them a wiggle in this pose called Utkatasana, chair pose. Hold it here. Work on those strong quads. Lengthen. Hands to prayer center. Straighten up the legs and let your fingers reach toward the earth as you fold in half. Inhale, halfway lift, crown of the head to the front of the room, tailbone to the back as your back is flat. And let's do a Chaturanga Dandasana. For this, bring your hands down to the earth. Step your feet back. High plank, maybe you take it on your knees. Low plank, chest lowers to the earth. Inhale, upward facing dog. Maybe you're still on your knees. It's all good. Tuck your toes towards your shins. Send your hips high, down dog. Breathe. Pedal the feet. Kick your right leg high to the sky. Oh, the hips love that. Maybe lift the leg higher. Maybe bend the knee a little bit. Breathe. When you're ready, take the right leg, sweep it around, bring it in between your 2 front hands. Rise on up to standing. Plant your feet. Back foot is at a 90 or 45-degree angle. Right toes are shining forward on your mat. All right, shoulders over your hips. Put a bend in that right knee, the leg that's forward. Bring the right knee over the right ankle. All right, hands on the hips. Maybe bring your left hip back a little bit so your hips are equidistant to the front of your room. If that feels good, do it. If it doesn't feel good, don't do it. Maybe you're seated in your chair. Totally fine. You can just twist your bottom in the chair to get into this pose. Work your right thigh a little more parallel to the earth. Knee over ankle. Now the arms. Tee out your arms, lengthen up through the crown of your head. This is your warrior two pose. We're going to take that. Take a deep breath in, squeeze the mat together with your strong inner thighs. Lengthen up through the crown of your head. Exhale, rest into the pose. Turn your head, look over your forward arm, your forward hand. Look over the middle finger. Reach, 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 stretch, 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 forward. Then those arms nice and straight, tick-tock them 6 and 12. Ooh, I've got to bring my knee more over my ankle. All right, press the right hand down, left arm up, look up to the sky. Left hand, maybe reach it more forward to the front of the room. Chin away from the chest, breathe. Inhale, reverse warrior. Left arm comes down, right arm goes up. Hand works its way down the back leg. Other arm works up to the sky. Maybe to the sky, or maybe toward the back of your room. Breathe. There's your reverse warrior. When you're ready, cartwheel your arms. Bring the arms to surround the right front foot. Send the right foot back to meet the extended left leg. And take your Chaturanga Dandasana, high plank, low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog, your way. Exhale, downward facing dog. Tail high to the sky. When you're ready, left leg kicks high. Get into those hips. Move the leg. Let it feel good. Exhale, sweep the left foot forward in between the two front hands. Rise on up to standing. Remember the back foot, 45 or 90 degree angle, but it's planted. Left knee over left foot. Arms tee out. Look to the left. Squeeze your mat together with your strong legs. Exhale, reach forward. Tick-tock up and down with the arms. Top arm reaches forward. Reverse warrior. Right arm comes back down your back leg. Other arm goes up to the sky and you look up. Reach that upper arm toward the back of your room. Stretch. Cartwheel your arms. Chaturanga Dandasana. Hands plant. Foot goes back. High plank. Low plank. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Pedal. Breathe. Feet walk to meet the hands or hands to the feet. Inhale, halfway lift, spine lengthens. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, arms sweep up like a bird. Lengthen up. Baby back bend, work those hips. Hands go back up as you inhale. Bend the knees, chair pose, Utkatasana. Reach the parallel arms forward. Sink the weight more back into your heels. Lengthen through the arms. Breathe, sit a little lower. Hands to prayer center, mantra, I am strong. Straighten the knees, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, plant your hands on your mat, Chaturanga Dandasana. High plank, low plank. Upward facing dog, arms are straight, chest is forward. Downward facing dog, hips go high, neck is loose. Shake the neck and pedal your heels. Still your feet. Inhale, right leg kicks high. Stretch out those hips. Exhale, sweep the leg through. Bring it in between your two front hands. Inhale, rise on up, warrior two. Back foot plants, right toes forward. Sink into your hips. Sink into your knees. Let the knee be over the ankle. Squeeze the mat together. Arms tee out. Inhale, lengthen up. Look over your right forward hand. Reach forward. Tick-tock. Top arm reaches to the front of the room. Reverse warrior. Chest comes up. Opposite arm goes up to the sky. Other arm goes down the back leg. You look up to your hand. Reach the hand to the back of the room. Come back up. Cartwheel the arms. Chaturanga Dandasana. Plant the hands. Right foot goes back to meet the left. When you're ready, high plank, low plank, upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Pedal. Left leg kicks high. Kick it around, move it. Exhale, left leg sweeps forward. Let's come in to a standing position for your warrior two here. Arms tee out, settle in, sink in, knee of the front leg over the ankle. Inhale, lengthen up, arms are teed out. Look over your left hand. Inhale, lengthen up, exhale, reach. Tick-tock, reach, look up. Reach that top arm forward. Inhale, rise up. Shoulders over hips, right arm goes down, left arm goes up. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, settle. Send that left arm to the back of the room. When you're ready, cartwheel the arms, Chaturanga Dandasana. Hands plant, left foot meets right. High plank, low plank, upward facing dog, downward facing dog. One more time, really quick here. Pedal the feet. Feet walk to the hands or hands walk to the feet. Inhale, arms sweep up, extended mountain. Little back bend. Arms go back up, knees bend. Utkatasana, chair pose. Reach to the arms, sink the weight into the heels. Hold it. You're strong. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, settle. Hands to prayer center. Mantra, I am strong. Fold forward, knees straighten, fingers to the earth. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step the feet back. Chaturanga Dandasana, your way. High plank. Exhale, low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Brief little pedal here. When you're ready, right leg kicks high. Get into the hips, let it feel good, stretch it out. Exhale, sweep the leg around, bring it between the two front hands. Inhale, warrior two, rise up, settle in, arms tee out. Inhale, lengthen, look over the right fingers, reach right. Tick-tock, 6 and 12, look up. Reach forward with that top arm. Reverse warrior, rise up, opposite arm goes up, other leg goes down your back leg. Let the arm reach to the back of the room. Exhale, cartwheel the arms, Chaturanga Dandasana. Feet meet, high plank, low plank, upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Left leg kicks high to the sky. Sweep it through, low lunge. Rise up, feet plant, arms tee out. Inhale, lengthen, find space. Exhale, look over your front hand. Reach the front hand forward. Tick-tock, 6 and 12. Push the inner left thigh open, reach. Reach forward with that top arm. Inhale, rise up, reverse warrior. Back arm goes down your thigh. Left arm reaches high to the sky. Reach to the back of the room. Exhale, cartwheel your arms. Surround the left foot. Left foot goes back to meet the right. High plank, low plank, upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Pedal, breathe, shake your neck. Let it be. Bend your knees. Hover the knees under the hips, just an inch or so above the ground. Push into the earth, hold on to your bear plank. Hold it here, you're strong. Don't quit, don't give up. But now it's time to come down to our knees. All right, grab a drink. How are you doing? It's a lot. We did 3 sets of Sun A and 3 of Sun B, or something like that. You do what worked for you, but you just did. That's the most important part. Just do. Grab a drink. All right, let's go into some core stuff. Now for this core stuff, it's our usual little sequence here. Maybe you breathe in and out of your mouth a little bit. Let some of that heat go. Let's come into it. You know this stuff well. Our usual little sequence is good for your hips. Supta Baddha Konasana sit-ups. Soles of the feet touch, knees open wide. Ooh, how do the hips like that? Hands to prayer center, mantra time. Lengthen up, and then with control, slowly lower on down to your back. Take it at your pace all the way down. Hug your heels up closer to your groin if that feels good. Let your hips relax, nice and open here. Maybe this is where you stay. No judgment. You're doing fine. I'm gonna bend my elbows, bring my fingertips lightly to my temples. And I'm gonna do Supta Baddha Konasana sit-ups. Chin is gonna lift to the sky as I exhale, and then I'm gonna come down. Lift and lower, lift and lower. Breathe, maybe letting it go out of your mouth as you have strong control and strength in your core here. Lift and lower, lift and lower. Elbows open wide, knees open wide. You got it. Let's come all the way down onto your back. Bicycle time. Take it the way you like. Here are a couple options. You could keep the soles of your feet planted on your mat. You could bring your fingers lightly to your temples with your elbows open wide, just like a moment ago. Exhale, lift on up through the shoulders. Bring opposite elbow toward opposite knee as you take little twists. An option would be to recline, have your knees over your hips, and your shins parallel to the sky. Draw your toes towards your shins and feel your tailbone plug in here. For your bicycle pose, maybe you ride a recumbent bike, driving one heel forward, while one knee bends and the other one straightens. Feel that in your hip flexors. Maybe you put it together, peel your shoulders up, opposite elbow toward opposite knee while one leg extends, and then switch it. Other elbow to the opposite knee while the other leg extends. There's your bicycle. Perhaps straighten your legs and scissor kick them. That is a fine option too. So many ways to do it. All right, let's finish. Legs go long on your mat. Arms go high overhead. Make yourself look like a big number 1. Point the toes, reach the fingers, stretch it out, feel it in your hip flexors. Breathe. Baby, draw your toes towards your shins and feel your calves plug in. Circle your ankles in one direction. Circle your ankles in the other direction. When you're ready, bend your knees. Take your hands and place them behind your hamstrings, low on the hamstrings, kind of right behind the knees. All right, now, if you have osteoporosis or osteopenia, it's not recommended you roll on your spine. Check with your doctor and see what they say. All right, I'm gonna go into boat pose, Navasana. To do that, I'm gonna rock and roll a couple times up. Rock and roll on your spine if it's okay with your doctor. If it feels all right, give it a go. Just have a little bit of fun here. Breathe. And we're eventually gonna make our way into boat. To do that, come on up to seated. All right, first step, shoulders are back, so your back is flat. Chest is lifted, you're looking forward. Little to no weight in your foot or your feet, maybe lift them both up. Sit on back as if you're in a reclining chair. Maybe lift the legs a little higher, maybe higher still. Hold on to the backs of your legs. Lengthen up through the crown of your head. Now, if you practice this regularly with me, maybe you want to use your strap on your legs. Up to you. I'll show you how to do that tomorrow. Hands reach forward. Maybe they reach to where the ceiling and the wall meet. Maybe they reach overhead. Breathe. How do your hips feel? Maybe put a little bend in your knees. That might feel better. Hands to prayer center. Mantra time. Row the boat. One elbow dips toward one side, then the other toward the other side. There's rowing your boat. When you're ready, let's finish by hugging the knees in. Soles of the feet come down. Wrap your forearms around your shins. Push the weight into your toes as you find balance here. Maybe bring your chin towards your chest and your forehead toward your knees. Hold on, roll into your little yogi ball. Think of bringing your belly button back to your spine so you can make more space there. Breathe, and then finish. Feet come down, crisscross the ankles, plant your hands on your mat, and let's come back to a downward facing dog. In your down dog, pedal your heels. Let it feel good. Shake your neck. When you're ready, hinge forward, high plank. or onto your knees. High plank, low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Tailbone high to the sky. Pedal it out. When you're ready, right leg kicks high. Feel it in the hips. Exhale, bring the knee down. Bring the right foot in between the two front hands and come up to standing. Keep looking at your right toes. All 10 toes should be pointing toward the top of your mat. Bend into your right knee and hold on here. Maybe take a block for your back knee. Place the block down, that brings the ground up to you, and put your back knee. Ooh, how's that? That feels nice. I could stay here all day. Right thigh is parallel to the earth. Knee can be supported. Lift the arms up to the sky. Take a baby back bend. Get into those hips. Hands back to prayer center. Now, the block, maybe you like it, maybe you don't. Maybe you want to bring that back knee down to the earth, or maybe you want to keep it suspended and challenge your balance a little bit. All right, hands to prayer center. Inhale, arms go up to the sky. Take a baby back bend. When you're ready, hands back to prayer center. Lengthen up. Exhale, bring your chest a little forward. Left elbow to the outside of the right knee. Hands are stacked. Right elbow is over the left elbow. You're lengthening up here. Exhale, twist. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. When you're ready, slowly make your way back to center. Hands and gaze, and then come down to your back knee. Place your hands inside your right front foot. Top of the left foot is on your mat. Runner's lunge. Wiggle your right toes to the top right corner of the mat. Left leg is long and straight on your mat. Here's where a towel under your knee might feel really good. You can bring your hands down to the mat or your hands down to the block. Totally fine. The right foot, which is wiggled to the top right corner of your mat. Maybe you want to roll onto the pinky toe side of the foot. Maybe that feels nice for that four-letter word, hips. Let this feel good in your hips. Push into the block or the earth, or maybe bring your forearms down to the block or to the earth. Hold it here, breathe in your runner's lunge. When you're ready, we don't stay long, press into your hands. Bring the foot, sole of the foot back down onto the earth. Sweep the right leg back to meet the left, and let's take a side plank. You could stay on your left knee, sending your right leg long, pressing into your left arm. Big thing here, shoulder over wrist. You want to stay stable and strong. Maybe you lift that back leg, maybe you lift the arm up to the sky. Totally great pose. Another option, have the legs straight, have them like tripoded, or ankles are glued together. Lift the one arm up to the sky, hips are stacked, gaze goes up, hold in your side plank. When you're ready, hand meets hand, come back to a down dog and pedal it out. Shake your neck. When you're ready, still your feet. It's the left leg's turn. Lift it up, high to the sky. Shake it out. Appreciate it in the hips. When you're ready, left leg sweeps forward. Rise on up to a standing position. Back heel is lifted. Bend in the left front knee. Remember, you could put that block under the back knee. You could hover the knee above the earth, or say, I'm coming all the way down to the ground. Nice stretch in the hip flexors. We know that. Left knee over left ankle. Arms can reach high to the sky. Take the baby back bend. Feel it in the front of the right hip. Hands back to prayer center. Time for that twist. All right. If you're on the back, if the back knee is down, you can deepen your twist. If the back knee is up, you're challenging your balance. You decide. Inhale, lengthen, find the length first. Exhale, twist. Right elbow outside of the left knee. Hands are stacked, elbows are stacked. Lengthen in the spine as you look at your left toes. Twist as you exhale. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, twist. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, twist. Lengthen and twist. Finish, hands back to prayer center. Bring the bottom knee back, knee down if it's not already down. Left toes wiggle to the top, left corner of the mat. We're gonna do the same thing on this side. Left leg, send it long. Top of the right leg, send it long. Top of the right foot is on your mat. Ooh, feel it in the front hips. Block can bring the ground up to you. Left foot can roll onto the pinky toe side. Hold it here, totally good, totally great. Your hips are loving you now, I hope. Maybe bring the forearms down. Lengthen through your spine. Enjoy this stretch. Perhaps move to a half size block or bring your elbows down to the earth. Inhale, lengthen through your spine. Exhale, open up through that hip. When you're ready, let's come out of it. Press your hands into the earth. Send your left foot back to meet your right. And take your side plank the way you want to. Maybe on the knee, maybe with kickstanded feet, maybe with ankles glued together. Keep the shoulder over the wrist. Lift the arm up to the sky and look up to your hands. You got it. Finish. Hands come down. Come back to your down dog. Pedal it out, shake your neck, and breathe. When you're ready, are you ready? Let's go into some balancing poses. Walk your feet up to meet your hands, or your hands to meet your feet. Gently rise up, back is flat, lengthen through your halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Look back to your knees or your belly button. Little softness in your knees. Inhale, expand in the arms. Fly on up like a bird. Lengthen up here through your fingers. Exhale, hands to prayer center. Mantra time. Let's do tree. Chair nearby can be a great training partner. All right, I'm going to root into one leg. The other leg, I'm going to put a bend in and open it up to the side of the room. The bent legs foot, I'm going to bring inside the straight legs interior. I'm going to have the heel either resting on the ankle or bring it a little higher, or higher still up into the inner thigh. You don't want to place the foot on the knee. Knees aren't meant to bend sideways. Hands to your hips, to a chair, or lengthen them up and grow your branches. Start to sway your branches, wiggle your fingers. Focus upward where the ceiling and the wall meet. Makes a big difference. Hands back to prayer center. Guide the knee to the front of the room and then let the foot come down. Same pose, other side. Your hands are at prayer center. Close your eyes for a minute. Just kind of regroup. Fresh beginning on the other side. Tell yourself your mantra. Okay, open your eyes, or not. Maybe you want to challenge your balance with the eyes closed. Open up the opposite leg. The other leg is a strong, solid, straight foundation. Bring the foot up to wherever feels comfortable for you right now. Maybe have the chair nearby. Remember, just don't put that foot on the knee. You don't want to force the knee into an unnatural position. Hands can stay on your hips or on a chair. Arms can grow. Branches can sway. Fingers can wiggle. Lengthen up. Think of space in your hips. Think of lengthening the crown of your head up, up, up to the sky. You're strong, you're flexible, you're mobile, you can do it. Hands back to prayer center. Guide the knee to the front of the room. Plant the foot next to the foot. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. You got it. That's your tree pose. Eagle pose. Garandasana. Nice little twisty pose here. Good for the synovial fluid in those major joints. Take it in layers. Maybe you're seated in a chair. If you're not in a chair, let's sit in chair pose. Bend your knees. Arms can reach forward. How do your shoulders feel? Maybe you want to take hands to opposite shoulders or come back to prayer center. Always a good place to be. I'm going to let my arms reach forward. Then I'm going to sweep my right arm under my left. I'm going to have my palms meet, then I'm going to squeeze my elbows down. I'm going to look over my fingertips. Then, maybe you just do it in the arms, but I'm going to take the bottom half of my body too. I'm going to lift my right leg up. I'm going to take it off the mat, cross my legs, squeezing high in the upper inner thighs, taking the right foot and hooking it behind the left calf. Sit low and gaze forward. Squeeze and tightly compress all your joints. Release the right leg, but send it to the back of the room. Keep it lifted. Keep some bend in the foundational left leg. Hinge forward, working the pinky edge side of your fingers parallel to the mat. Eagle-armed airplane. Reach your fingers forward, right leg lifted. Finish up, let the right leg meet left. Let the arms go high up to the sky, extended mountain. Baby back bend, love your hips. Fingers back up to the sky, eagle pose, other side. Bend your knees, reach your arms. Take the arm variation that speaks to you. Sink low in the hips and hold. I'm gonna sweep my left arm under my right. Palms touch, elbows go down. I'm gonna look over my fingers. I'm gonna root into my right foot, lifting my left leg up. Take it in layers. You don't have to do it all. Crisscross the legs, top of the left foot behind the right calf. Shoulders back a little bit as you look forward over your fingertips. Focus, breathe. Eagle-armed airplane, let the left leg go to the back of the room. Let the pinky side of your fingers work toward the earth. Reach your fingers forward, send the leg up. Stretch, breathe, you're like an airplane, but with eagle arms. Woo! Left foot meets right. Uncurl the arms, fingers go high to the sky. Little baby back bend. Straighten up. Hands to prayer center, take a deep breath in. Woo! Take a deep breath out. All right, next pose. Another good one for your hips. Probably the best one for the hips in our standing poses. Dancer. It's a tough one. Have your chair nearby. It's all good. All right, start. Firm foundation. Arms lift. Start to take your right arm. Big giant circles to the back of the room. But don't forget the left arm. Keep it reaching high to the sky. Weight into your left foot. Weight out of the right. When you're ready and that arm is sweeping back, take all 5 fingers of the right hand and reach inside your right foot. Knees will have wiggled apart, bring them back together. Lengthen up and then kick into your back hand. Let the left arm come forward. Find your balance. You can have your chair there if you want. Kick into that back hand. Kick to the back wall, then kick it up to the sky. Reach, stretch, and then finish. Foot comes down, both arms go back up. Hi, Tammy, I'm glad you're here. All right, lengthen up. My day's always better when I know Tammy's here. Lengthen up. All right, do it again. Other side, circle that arm back. Maybe that's all you do. You're a happy dancer. Breathe, lengthen up through your right fingers. Weight into the right foot, start to think about it. Left leg, weight out of it. Left leg, 5 left fingers, capture inside the left foot. Knees come back together, lengthen up. Lengthen up, hold here. When you're ready, kick to the back wall. Reach the arm forward as a counterbalance. Kick to the back wall, kick up. Nice big stretch for your hips. Love it. Stretch, reach, finish. Foot meets foot, hands back to prayer center. Applause, you did it. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. All right, no rest. Let's keep going. Rest if you need to, but let's press on. Another big pose for the hips. Fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift, hands to your shins. Exhale, hands come down. Let's do Chaturanga Dandasana your way. I'm gonna go high plank, low plank, arms straighten, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog, hips are lifted. Right leg kicks high to the sky. Shake it out, kick it out, move it around. Let it feel good in those mobile hips of yours. When you're ready, as you exhale, creating space in your belly, bend the knee, bring the right knee behind the right wrist. Time for half pigeon, Ekapada Rajakapatasana. Left leg goes long and straight. Top of the left foot is on your mat. Put a towel under your knee if you want. Gonna work the right shin more parallel to the earth. Gonna press into my hands. I really feel it in my right glutes. Be honest here with the hips. Keep equidistant to the mat. Maybe slip your block under your right glutes. That'll keep you honest. Press into your hands. Maybe come down to your forearms. Maybe hands cross and you rest your head. All right, half pigeon pose. Huge pose for your hips. We do this many different ways, often. One of the ways you could do it is lying on your back. We'll do that tomorrow too. Come check us out for other alternatives. Long as this doesn't hurt, hang with it. You want to feel a nice big stretch in your right glutes. You're feeling it in the right side of your body. Soften in your shoulders. As you inhale, drink in the breath. And as you exhale, send the breath to your hip. Think of creating space in the hip. Let's come out of it. Ooh, in our restorative day, we'll hold that for like 3 minutes. It gets really Really sweet. All right, press into your hands. Remove the block and take it to the other side. Push into your straightened arms. Tuck your back left toes under. Send your right leg back and shake it out any way that feels good. Maybe cross the midline of the body. And when you're ready, plant the foot. Left legs turn. Bend the left knee. Bring it up to the sky. Shake it all around any way you want. Ooh, that felt good to cross the midline of the body and work it to the side. Ooh, wild thing. That would be a good thing to do. But let's do half pigeon on this side first. Left knee, left wrist. Right leg long and strong. Right hand captures the left foot and you bring your shin a little more parallel to the top of the mat. Press into your hands. Maybe slip that block under your left glutes. Hold it here. Maybe this is right where you stay. Maybe you say, I want to come down a little bit, but I'm going to come down to my block. That's good. Or maybe you come all the way down to the ground. That's good too. I'm not going to say one's better than the other. What is good is what feels good for you. Soften in the shoulders. Lengthen through the right leg. Breathe. Oh my goodness. Softness in the shoulders. Breath to the left hip. You got it. When you're ready, just feel what you feel. Pretty intense, isn't it? But it's a good intense, I hope. All right, let's come out of it. Press into your straightened arms. Tuck your back right toes under. Remove the block. Send your left leg back to meet the right. Shake it out. Cross it over the midline a little bit. Bring both feet down and pedal them out. Shake your neck. All right, when you're ready, bend your knees. Come on down to the knees, and then come to a seated position. Legs go long, toes go up to the sky, arms lift. Exhale, reach far forward. Grab your toes, your calves, your shins, whatever you can grab, but lengthen and push your chest forward. So your gaze is forward. Now bring your gaze to your knees. Hug your calves in, elbows toward your knees, and let your forehead come toward the knees. Inhale, rise on back up, shoulders over your hips. Eye shade and towel up near your shoulders. Bend your knees, come on down. Let's take a bridge pose. Plant your feet, send your hips high. Today we're going to take our hands, grab your low back, push your hips higher. Push your hips higher, push into your feet. Lift, breathe, you got it. When you're ready, roll your spine down, one vertebra at a time. Hug your left knee toward your left armpit, right knee toward your right armpit. Rock and roll a little bit from side to side. Capture the insides of your calves, capture your heels, send one leg high, then the other leg high to the sky for your happy baby Ananda Balasana pose. Great for your hips. When you're ready, legs come together, long and pointed toes to the sky. Lower your hips, lower your legs all the way down to the earth. Heels to the edges of your mat, arms down by your sides. Palms face up, eye shade or towel covers your eyes. Deep breath in and deep breath out. Final Shavasana. Here's one of the most beautiful parts of doing your yoga from home. Not only do you not have to keep up with anybody, you can take breaks when you want to, but perhaps the best part is this, your final Shavasana. With your remote control nearby or whatever, you can just hit the pause button and stay here longer as you just, enjoy these last few moments of peace here before you integrate back into the world. And then when you're ready, you can hit that play button again and join us here by taking a deep breath in and that big sighing breath out. All you're going to do is breathe in goodness and breathe out tension. Start to wiggle your fingers and toes and then wiggle your wrists and your ankles. Inhale, reach high overhead and stretch it out. Really long. Create length in your body, bend your toes and reaching your fingers. Bend your knees and your elbows and roll onto one side or the other. Take your fetal position. Low arm is bent. Bicep is a pillow for your head. Soften in your top shoulder. Eyes are closed. Breathe in. Breathe out. Slowly make your way up to a seated position. However you want to get there is perfect. Crisscross your legs or sit however you want. Whatever you want is perfect. Bring your hands to prayer center. Tell yourself your mantra, I am strong. And also be grateful for what your body did and just to you for taking the time to be here. Lengthen up to the crown of your head and then soften up in the shoulders. Gently blink your eyes open. You did it. Congratulations. You took a stress number in the beginning. What was it? And what is it now? It's a lot lower. And your hips feel way better, right? Let me know what you want to do. We have a group on Facebook. It's a private group. It's called Friends of 316 Yoga. Check us out. I'll let you in and ask whatever you want to do. We'll work it in within reason. All right. In conclusion, my friends, fill your mind with things that are good and that deserve praise. Things that are true, things that are noble, things that are right, things that are pure, things that are lovely, and things that are honorable. Think on those things, meditate on those things, dwell on those things, and become those things. Love you guys. See you on your mats tomorrow. Take time for you. Love you. Goodbye. Hey, good girl, Bonnie. Bonnie. Okay. Hi, Piper.
Congratulations.
See you later. You did it. 1 hour of yoga. You did it. You succeeded. I hope you're enjoying your yoga. It's doing wonders for your body. It really is. Every single day, come back, try it out, and enjoy it. Tell your friends about our yoga. Our yoga is free for anybody and everybody, and we're on Facebook and YouTube. If you'd like to support our broadcast, you can visit our website. It's www.316yoga.com. But whatever you do, show up, do your yoga, and enjoy your day.